What's going on, guys? It's your favorite movie YouTuber, the Hungry Movie Buff, back at it again with another movie review for you guys. Today, as you can see by the title of the video, I'm coming at you with a movie that I've actually really been looking forward to ever since I've seen the trailer for it a couple of months or so back, but it's Longlegs with Nicolas Cage. And wow, I'm just going to say right now, this is not one of the best movies I've ever seen, but I will say it's probably a contender to be in the top 10 at the end of the year for my favorite movies of this year. It kind of hit everything that I was wanting. I'm really into psychological thrillers, and this is really what this movie is. And it really just kind of hit all the notes for me. I'll go ahead and say now at the beginning of my review, because I have I have very little dislikes in this movie, so I'll go ahead and get those out of the way now. But a few of the dislikes, and really, I would say this is, part of me wants them to go more into detail at the end. Like I said in a lot of my other videos, I don't do spoilers on this channel, so I don't want to get into spoilers on this movie anyways. I always want to just give my review on the movie and then let you guys go check it out. But anyways, part of this movie, getting closer to the end, I understand their logic and they don't want to just give everything away, because a lot of the movies do that and sometimes it's too much. But it's almost like at the end of this movie, I kind of wish that they would have explained a little bit more. Even if it wasn't everything, if they would have just given like a little bit more explanation into what was really going on. I understood it and everything, but it just kind of wish it could have been explained a little bit more. And that could have just been on me being dumb and not catching on to things, because I do catch this movie being a movie that if you watch a few times, you'll catch on to certain things, like things sitting in the background, pick up on certain things that people are saying, or just, just all of that. But it is a little bit of a slow burn. It does kind of take a minute to get into everything, because you're dealing with a lady FBI agent that is basically just really has bad social anxiety and is just not great with being in front of people. And she's really the main focus of the story. She is the protagonist of this story, and basically everything like that, we follow her for the entire story. But just to go ahead and say, it is a slow burn, like I said, but that doesn't really bring down the movie. And I would say that's not even a negative I have for the movie. It's just, I'm normally not into slow burns, so I wouldn't even say it's a negative, but I will put that out there because I know there are a lot of people that don't like slow burns. But now to get into all the positives that I really had for the movie, Nicolas Cage. I mean, if anybody's a fan of Nicolas Cage, if somebody has a movie recommendation to give me that he did something similar like he did in this movie and another one of his movies that I may have not seen or may not be remembering right now, put it in the comments. But this has to be up there with one of my favorite performances from him, because if I went into this movie not knowing, just to show you guys how much he sinks into this character, if I went into this movie not realizing like, oh, Nicolas Cage, or if I can't even talk right, but if I went into this movie knowing that Nicolas Cage was not in it, or thinking, or I didn't realize that he was, is what I'm trying to say, I'd have never guessed that it was him. I would have guessed, because there were some scenes where I was like, oh, this is Nicolas Cage humor in a weird way, but like just how he acts and everything. But it's just, he sinks himself so deep into the character. I don't know if it's the filming or whatever, but it's like when his character comes on screen, because a lot of the scenes are just trying to get him on camera, but it's more so like far away. It's deep into the movie, I think, or I don't think I just came out of it. I know it's deep into the movie that we really just get a close-up of his face. Don't want to get into any spoilers, but it's creepy as hell. It's unsettling. It's just everything I've been looking for in a psychological thriller. I love those. Those are some of my favorite kind of movies. Like, I like Nightcrawler. I love Prisoners. I love just films like that. And this movie kind of hit every note that I was really looking for, because I was in the mood for one of these movies for a while. But like I said, Nicolas Cage killed it. And then it's just, I don't want to get into any spoilers, but it'll creep you out. I know I'm reviewing this movie on a Sunday now. A lot of you may have already seen it. If you have, let me know your thoughts on his act in the movie in general down below in the comments. But I loved his performance. I'll be buying this on 4K, and it'll be an every year watch, if not every couple months watch. I want to show my fiance this film. I love showing her films when I get excited for it, and it was just overall, she hates horror movies, but I feel like she'll love this one because it's not like I've seen a lot better films than this, don't get me wrong, but it gives that because I mean, granted, not only is it set in the 90s, but it gives that old school. And I'm not saying this just because it's in the some of the marketing and stuff like that, but it gives like Silence of the Lambs, not vibes, I don't want to say, but like going back to those type of horror movies, it kind of gives like that kind of feeling. And overall, I just had a really good time with it. The tone is creepy, the movie's creepy, the character that Nicolas Cage plays is creepy. Is just overall, the ending was kind of crazy, but like I said, I wish they could have gone into more detail. But I mean, for what they had, I think I was listening to Jeremy Johns. He was doing his review of the movie, and I believe he said the movie had between $3 to $10 million. I could be wrong. I want to credit Jeremy Johns for that, but I was listening to his review, and when I heard that, I was just like, wow, it's really crazy to kind of think that this type of movie, not to go into too much detail about Hollywood these days because it's talked about a lot, but I would rather get 10 movies like that than one movie like the Fast and Furious. Like, childhood me loves Fast and Furious, but I need a movie with substance, and that's exactly what this movie delivered for me tonight. And I loved Longlegs, and it was a really good movie. It's going to be probably one of my top 10 so far. I have a couple of movies in mind for that, but then again, we're in the middle of July right now, so there's still plenty of time for other movies to be added to that. But anyways, guys, that was my thoughts on Longlegs. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments. Hit the like button. If you guys don't mind it, I appreciate it a lot. It helps me out a lot. If you could just hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. It keeps you notified when I post any other videos. Go back, watch any of my other videos. I recently just posted a Quiet Place Day 1 review. Got it out a little late, but I'm trying to get more on top of getting reviews out when I can. And I'm trying to get more reviews out on a more regular basis. I'm trying to do better about that. Bear with me. I still got a full-time job and everything. So I do got to take care of everything with that. But anyways, guys, I'm rambling, so I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys checking out for another video, and I'll see you in the next one.